Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Speed Force Racing for round 17 and the final round of the GP1 Season 9 Championship. I'm your host for tonight, SFR Oliver. On my own for tonight, maybe someone might pop in and jump on comms with me, but other than that, we've got a very special evening tonight because it's the final week of the real F1 Championships in. So I'd like to see all your comments on who's going to win the World Championship. Is it going to be Hamilton or Max Verstappen? So please put your comments in there, and please predict us your winner for tonight's race. And we got a good load of drivers in this lobby. We got 13 of the best coming in for SFR's main championships. Both of them are done. Both of them wrapped up. Both of them wrapped up by Red Bull of Micah Jensen. Jensen is our champion for this one. It's going to be his final race with us in SFR. It's been a pleasure having him in this league, and now he's going to be leaving us because he needs to cut down his league racing because he does a lot too much. So, with 8 seconds to go, we're about to go back into the Saudi Arabian circuit, the track where it's caused so much controversy in the real life world of Formula One, hasn't it? So we're about to go into qualifying for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. This is how it's going to plan out. 18 minutes of qualifying with the drivers going to be pushing flat to the floor around this 20-plus track around the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix circuit, and then it'll be a full-on 30 laps of racing in Jeddah. So, hope you're all sitting comfortably. Hope you're all having a wonderful time, a wonderful day, and I hope you're having a good night as well, chilling down, or you're just waking up to the action. Then good morning to all of you as well. So, we're just waiting for the lobby to load. Give it another 10 seconds, and then we're getting underway. So we've got all this planned out. Final race of the season for GP1. It's been a very good season for GP1, especially for Jensen. His first ever league championship. He's been crowned, taking that away from F1 Dhabi, who's suddenly not with us anymore, which is a shame. So here we go. We got all of it lined up. We got it's Mr. We got Micah Jensen, Mansell, Nelly, Laser, Brad, Martin, Timo, Yanu, I think as you call it. Sorry if I can't pronounce the name right. Game Boys, Lost Souls, and Charlie. And out comes the Ferrari of Charlie to be our first car out on the track for this qualifying session. We're going to have a look at Charlie now, who's on the medium compound tyre. And he's making this first run here in Jeddah. Loads of corners. The first sector is super crucial. The most important sector of this race circuit. If you've got a setup that's dialed into this track, then you've got to have a setup for the first sector because it's so twisty, super technical, super high speed. Round the banking. Goes the outside to get more speed, then through 2 sweeps, and then it's just like an Australian type chicane. Through he goes. Now it's going through 3 sweeps, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 to the right again. Now 21-22 is coming up. Fast left-hander. Just handled that one beautifully. Now into the DRS zone. Mansell's just behind him on his out lap as well. All the drivers are coming out. Here comes Charlie now towards the final corner. Cuts in and he's going to start his flight out now. Towards the first corner. It's right on board with FRL Charlie when we've got the telemetry up for this one. Beautifully neat and tidy for turns 1 and 2. There's turn 3. Going towards turns 4 and 5. And there's comes 6. 7. There's 8 coming up now. It's so fast. And the lap is invalidated. So let's go to Mansell. Mansell's announced on his Twitter that he is going to move into wheel and he's going to be moving down divisions. Do apologise, that says my dog barking. I do apologise. So Mansell flies round across the banking through 2 sweeps into the Australian type chicane. Mansell really flying at the moment. You can tell he's been practicing around this track, hasn't he? This is Mansell, this will be his final race in GP1 before he moves down 2 divisions to GP3. And one of his teammates going to be, I wonder. You never know. Here comes Mansell, flies round towards the final couple of corners. Through the final kick into the last corner. That's good. That's really good for Mansell in the McLaren. Oh, big tail wag at the end, but he held it superbly, did Mansell. Towards the line he comes. Mansell, with all his deployment used, will set a brilliant 29.5. Now to the Red Bulls. First one will be Mike. Kvyat Brand is in there as well, so is Jensen. Mike gets super perilously close to the wall there, but he's done it supremely well. Mike towards the line, sets a 28.0. Jensen is invalidated, so we've got Martin out there, in the Williams. Mister goes through, goes across the line, 31.2 versus Banker. Timo, who's been super impressive GP2, just a 28.6 on the median compound time. Really good stuff from him there. Let's go to Game Boys. Where's Game Boys at? He's in P11. Let's try and select Game Boys slightly. There he is. In the Aston Martin. Game Boys in the Aston Martin. Let's see how the corner. Stays in 4th gear. Interesting to get the drive. Blaze 7.5. Fast lap of the session by 5/10 of a second. Game Boys will swing into 3rd place, and he'll set a 28.6. A few hundreds faster than Timo. Let's have a look at Jan Newell. In the AlphaTauri. Charlie set 2 laps down his mediums. He goes into 3rd place. Lost Cells on a flying lap, who's invalidated as you can see. And Yarnell is in the pits. Look at that, Misters once more. He's 4/10 up on his lap. So he decides to do another run on his soft compound tyres. And he'll set a lap of a 1:30.4. And he'll stay in he'll goes into P9. There's Timo. He's going to the pits, so we're going to see if any others are on a lap. Laser looks like he's backed off. Lost Souls? Yeah, Lost Souls. Let's have a look at Lost Souls. We just go through the first sector. The amount of wheel work you got to go through this sector is unreal. The amount of left and right kinks you got to go through. This is a very difficult corner because the car just wants to overcook you all the time. Brings you out wide to invalidate. And looks like Yarnil has rejoined the session. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I have my girlfriend on the phone. Okay, so sorry about the long silence. So we got the two AlphaTauris that are on the bottom of the screen. Telfer 30 Jensen's on pole, followed by Laser, Brad, Mike, Mansell, Lost Souls, Charlie, Game Boys, Martin, Timo, Nelly, Mister, and Yaniel. That's the running order mode. The guys are just in the pits at the moment, just to set the flying laps, to set up for the flying runs. One of the Ferrari, that's one of the McWilliams coming out. Looks like to be Nelly. It is. Nelly's about to come out now. Manson is already on an outlet now. So is one of the Red Bulls of Jensen. Game Boy's on an outlap, and so is Martin. Let's watch Game Boys. He's the furthest guy out on the track, and he's going to set. Game Boys is just warming up for his lap. Looks like Yaniel's got let's just say some internet problems. And here comes Game Boys now. It's about to start his flying lap. Let's see how Game Boys does. Heavy braking into turns 1 and 2. The slowest part of the circuit by far. Very lucky to get out of that part of the track, because you had two cars there going through that sort of corner. Was the Ferrari of Charlie, and also Laser in there too. Game Boys really worked out well through that part of the track. Game Boys now hard on the brakes now into the banking. 4th gear, short shit into 5th. Now flies his car towards through this little kink section, towards the chicane now. Tucks the car in well for the... Oh, smacks the wall on the outside. But it looks like there's no damage to the Aston Martin, I can see. No damage yet, but there could be some minor damage on the car. Game Boys now flies through. Oh, just invalidated. Let's go to Mansell. Mansell's about to come through the banking. Mansell in the papaya orange McLaren for the last time. Fifth gear, look at him wrestling that McLaren through that chicane. Now through three sweeping corners that Mansell's going through. Mansell now through the left, to the right. Now 2/10 his time. Sixth gear, absolutely pinging it through 22. Now Mansell now towards the final corner. This is an absolute flyer here for Mansell. One of the main admins in SFR, one of the main people that looks after us here in SFR. SFR Mansell now towards the line. Here he comes in the McLaren. All his deployment used to set a 1:27.8. He'll stay where he is. Nace is invalidated. Jensen is invalidated. What about Mike in the Red Bull? He's just going through at the moment. Brad is still there. Martin is set. It looks like he's set to his lap. I think Mike is set to 10th up through that first sector in the Red Bull. What about Charlie? How's he getting on? Charlie's just going through that. Just coming. It's in the second sector at the moment. Charlie is just going through the track. 8/10 up on his time through this very difficult section. Is that validation? It is, yes. Let's go look at Timo. Look how close he was to the banking there for Timo. Really giving all the track his limit. 4th gear right through the chicane. Now Timo, now can he do anything about him being in 10th place? He's a fine driver, Timo, one of the big people in GP2. 1.2 seconds up, he's absolutely flying. I'm surprised I'm not a validation there, but he still pings it through. Now towards the final DRS straight. Look how close he is to the wall. Look at him, he's inches, just trying to cinch every single millisecond of his time. Now towards the final corner. Launches out towards the line. Here he comes. Timo now towards the line. It goes into second place, and he'll go in with a 27-1. Timo is going to be a big player in GP1 in the future. No doubt about that. Here comes Nelly to go into the pits. And that is qualifying done. Brad's invalidated, so that is a qualifying done. It's good. Jensen, Timo, Laser, Mike. And we've got Brad, Lost Souls, Mansell, Game Boys, Martin, Charlie, Nelly, It's Misters, and Yanil. Good qualifying. So just waiting. Just waiting for the qualifying to end. Okay, there's the old lineup. But I've go through again. It's Jensen, Timo, Laser, Mike, Brad, Lost Souls, Mansell, Game Boys, Martin, Charlie, Nelly, Mr. G, and Yanil, I want to call him. Both championships have already been sealed. The drivers are now out there just for fun, to give us a very entertaining, spectacular way to end the season. It's going to be an interesting one for the drivers. What they're going to do for the rest of our seasons. The USA Grand Prix is coming up next for us and for the rest of the division. So the GP1 drivers get to have a very long break while we're still doing our seasons in our divisions. Please tune in to GP5 to GP2. That's on every Monday to Wednesday. And there's the night sky as the sun sets for the last time here in GP1. It's been a fun one. It's been a fun ride. 5 people watching the stream. Welcome. Did see a comment from Timo that it's going to be a qualifying drive race. No surprise, since we're in Saudi. What's your predictions, fellas? What is your predictions? And what is your prediction for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? Verstappen or Hamilton to win the World Championship? Who do you think, guys? I know what my money's on. I've been a fan of him for all my life. Team LH. Mr. 8 times world champion himself. Hopefully. FRL Charlie says Verstappen. Louis says go, go, go. Yeah, we are going now. Yeah. Let's have a look what tyres the drivers are put on for this race. And as you can see, Charlie and Nelly on the medium compound tyre. Charlie stick to his medium compounds. And Nelly got a brand new set of mediums. Just got to turn it off for now. So I was wrong, it's 25 laps of Saudi Arabia, not 30. I was 5 laps over. The drivers are now just racing for fun. That's all they're going to do now, race for fun, wait for... And there's Yanil's AlphaTauri. glitched out and sitting on the start line. So Jensen just leading the, let's say 12 cars. Around this beautiful Stadia Grand Prix circuit. I'm a good fan of this track, but it does need a bit of, oh, I don't know, some more organisation to it. But what do I know? But so here we go. Jensen flies round the final corner, warming up his. And as the cars now are locked in by the computer, their time warms. The time warm-ups has been complete. The game is now locked them in, and now they're rolling towards the line. Jensen rolls his Red Bull towards the start. And so does the rest of the drivers now. There's Mr. Red Bull right there. Look at that. Ignore the AlphaTauri on the left. But here we go. 12 drivers, technically 13, but 12 drivers could be racing for us tonight. Here for the last time in GP1, wait for the everything to be locked in, and we're going to be good to go. Just waiting for the 5 red lights to come on. Are we good? What we got to see here tonight? We got people, we got some posts, we got signs, we got cars. Is this a glitch lobby? Oh, I see some people clapping on the right hand side. If you want to subscribe to our channels, of course, please press subscribe. And then and also follow us on social media, of course, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you want to join us, of course, you can join us on Speed Force Race. Just join us up. Well, okay, then we got. Okay, he's left the session. Okay. Okay, then we just. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now we're on the way. Okay, well, one way to start a Grand Prix, but we're on the way. Jensen gets a good start. Timo is in second place ahead of Laser. Mansell gets a little bit wide there, but it gets a place over Laser of Lost Souls. Sorry, there's one between these two of Lost Souls and Mansell. They go side by side, go through the touch the corners. Mansell gets a good start. Game Boy's in problems. Game Boy's in all sorts of problems. That's the Aston looks okay though, but that's one way to start a Grand Prix with a black screen to turn on the Grand Prix. Why not? Watching Mansell's McLaren now chasing down Lost Souls, but Jensen leads from Timo, from Laser, from Mike, from Brad. Lost Souls, and there's Mansell trying to catch Brad down to the Mercedes of Lost Souls. Last time I watched Mansell race was burning with Lost Souls in Portugal. But Mansell now flies round to try and catch down the Mercedes, but the Mercedes is just getting away there, and he's catching up to the Haas of QPR Brad. Let's have a look at Lost Souls, see how he can close up to that Mercedes. Mike's all over the back of the other Mercedes of Laser as they fly through this beautiful complex of corners, and now through the DRS straight they go, and now on hard on the brakes and going through this final corner to start lap 2 out of 25. Jensen will just set the fastest lap, which is pretty normal because it's only lap 2. The fastest street circuit in the world, the one with the most corners on the whole of Formula 1. riding on board with QVR Brad, trying to catch down Mike's Red Bull. I think Mansell's got a very good car underneath him through the sections of corners, taking different lines there to Lost Souls. Looks like it's really much working for him. He's looking so close to that Mercedes. Will Mansell have a little look down the ranking? No, he's going to think twice about it. Centre leads by 1.0 seconds ahead of Timo's out the DRS range already. QVR Brand now 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. First one of the evening and out of so many. It's like the same man's got a good car in the first sector, but when it comes to the second sector, it's Lost Souls that gets away. And who's that's gone off past Laser? Laser's had an accident on the exit of the corner, and that is bad news for the Mercedes team. We got some action with Mr. and Nelly Chirai. Game Boys has gone off as well. We've got side by side between Nelly and Mr. And Mr. will get through Mr. G. Gets through, but look at this. But Nelly gets a drive out of the last corner with Mr. G going into the pits. Go back to Lost Souls, who's got problems himself. And Mansell's going to swing around the outside. Oh, but then to make contact. And Mansell looks like he's got front wing damage on that McLaren. The car doesn't look too best pleased, doesn't it? No, that car's in problems because FRL Charlie's there. Yeah, Mansell problems, so then to make contact. And Mansell will have to crawl that McLaren into the pits. Now, Lost Souls. Trying to close down to QVR Brad. Right now it's a Red Bull 1-3 in the moment between Jensen and Mike, with Timo sandwiched in the middle in the Alfa Romeo. Nice helicopter view of these two. Mr. G with a 3-second time penalty for multiple awards. Look how close Lost Souls is. Backs away. Now into the DRS, so this is where Lost Souls should get him. But this is that why he's had to though, because now QVR Brad now is going to get DRS on Lost Souls. 6 people tuning into the stream, welcome. And here comes QVR Brand now on the back of Lost Souls, trying to overtake you to the first corner. He thinks better of it, he's going to play the long game. And there's Mansell into the pits. Is he getting a change of tyres? Does a new set of soft tyres for Mansell. And off the way he goes onto this long track. Can he get ahead of the AlphaTauri? I wonder, of Mr. G. Because there is Mr. G right there. Mansell should be ahead of him. And he does get ahead of it. So Mansell back into the race in 10th place. Let's get the game just really fix itself a bit. Let's go back to QVR Brad. Because he's on the back of Lost Souls once more. Jensen leads by 2 seconds. And Timo leads from Mike by 2.5 seconds. Brad giving Lost Souls a bit of a headache in front of him, trying to get past that Mercedes. And you can see Martin's in there too. The Flying Scotsman, 1.2 behind this group. Now is Brad going to go for a move? Is Brad going to go for a lunge on Lost Souls? He's going to go for he's attacking the Mercedes. The DRS is on and it's not got enough straight left. No, he's going to stay behind for another lap. And Charlie gets a penalty. Let's have a look at the penalties. 4 drives on penalties, and now it'll be Brad, Charlie, Mr. G, and later. As you can see, they're on the screen for you right now. And on terms of stops, so you can see Mansell, Mr. G, Laser, and Game Boys have made their first stops due to damage. And as you can see, as from the positions gained, Laser is the biggest loser with 9 positions lost after his accident against the wall. With Martin, Charlie, and Nelly and Jarnol making 3 positions. As they go through turns 21, 22. Looks like QVR Brad's had enough of Lost Souls. He's going to go for the attack now. He's going to go for the lunge. Swings left, swings right, swings left once more. Lost Souls giving him a bit of room. QVR Brad. It's time to go for a different line to Lost Souls. He's going to go for the out-in movement to get a better drive. Now using the overtake. Now he's had enough of Lost Souls. Now he's going for the attack of the Mercedes. Here comes Brad overtaking Lost Souls round the outside and into the 4th place position he goes. And now Martin is next to take on the Mercedes of Lost Souls. Lost Souls trying to catch Brad once more, but looks like Martin wants to have a bit of fun with the Mercedes. As you can see, the Flying Scotsman just outside the RS range. We're riding on board with the Williams car. As they run on board with the Haas. Trying to close in is Lost Souls. We got board with Mansell for a moment there, because it looks like him and Jarnol fighting. Back to Lost Souls. And Lost Souls overtakes Brad. Side by side they go. Can they get the move done? Side by side they go still. And Lost Souls gets ahead of him. But Brad is handing off now. Brad. Can he get around the outside? Lost Souls again. And he does. Brandon moves himself back into 4th place. He goes. Brilliant stuff there for QVR Brad. Good fight. So Brad now and Lost Souls in another tug of war, another duel in the desert. Good fight this between the two of them. So now Lost Souls is going to try and catch down Brad once more. Look at those two taking different lines there, trying to gain up on each other. Lasers catching up to Jarnol. Through he goes through the ghost car. Now he's just going to try and begin the chase on Mansell. But back to this fight though for 4th place between these two great people. And here comes Lost Souls around the outside. Look, QVR Brad sticks to the inside. Now Brad's going to get a DRS on Lost Souls. And you can see the wing opening. Here goes QVR Brad once more. Lost Souls. Where are you going to go, buddy? We're going to go left, you're going to go right, or are you going to stay as each other? They're going to stick as they are. So it's QVR Brad. Now it's his turn to stick within the DRS range of Lost Souls' Mercedes. So look at the tyres. Game Boys have switched to the hard tyres. Predicting for a safety car. Mansell on 3-lap soft tyre compound. Trying to catch down Nelly at the moment. He's on 7 laps medium. So is FRL Charlie. And of course the rest on soft compound tyres from the start. So right now it's all to play for at the moment. But at the moment, it's that man, our new world champion, IFR Jensen, leading the way. But we've got another battle coming on here. FRL Charlie and Martin. Ferrari versus Williams. Before we get to that, we're going to go back to Kvyat, Brad and Lost Souls, because them two are about to dance once more. Can Brad get past that Mercedes? The answer will be no, but we've got these two about to fight. FRL Charlie gets past Martin. Dominion compounds are now starting to show their strength. FRL Charlie now is trying to close up to the battle for 4th place. Watch out for FRL Charlie going to try to squeeze 4th place out of these two. Right now it's very calm between the front three. Not really much to report. It's mostly been a battle in the midfield. Brad, Charlie, and Lost Souls. Charlie's 1.8 behind this group. So Charlie will have to get a bit of a move on as he gets his second penalty. I think, yeah, that's the second penalty. He's got up to 6 seconds worth now, worth of penalties. And Charlie made 4 positions in this race, making the most driver gained. And look at Jensen's lead, 5 seconds. And here comes Brad, Lost Souls. And here we go once more between the two. Looks like Lost Souls got a better drive out of that last corner. But here comes Brad now with the DRS. And look at that, he's going to try and perform the undercut. So Brad is flicked the switch on Lost Souls. What's Lost Souls going to do then? Let's ride with Timo for a bit. So Martin's in as well to follow him in. As you can see, Timo is just having a cruise. And SK Boys about to overtake Yarnell. The ghost car of Yarnell. Lasers in again for a stop. Is that for a change front wing? It is. Lasers retired from the session, so that's him done. Mansell. Closing on Martin, but Martin's already stopped for new compound to mediums. So Martin is going to be most definitely getting away from Mansell. Not much action in terms of penalties at the moment. There's Nelly. Just enjoying his drive at the moment. There's Charlie. Jensen's in for his stop. Let's watch his stop then. As Timo flies past in the Alfa Romeo, taking the lead of the Grand Prix. And Jensen, out he comes. Lost Souls in, so where's QVR Brad? So Brad come through the final corner. Where's Lost Souls going to fit on all of this? Lost Souls is just going out to the pits. It's just because where is Brad's Haas? There it is, there's Brad's Haas. Has he got the undercut on him? He might have done it, but here goes Lost Souls now towards the final part. Lost Souls gets that corner cutting glitch and spins off. Mansell with those soft compounded tyres goes side by side with Martin. From the British Isles, the Scotland and the Brits, side by side they go, and Martin just holds off on the McLaren. That McLaren looks really dialed in. Martin with the penalty. And Mansell go down the inside of Martin. Can he get the move done? Mansell with the grippier tyres. Side by side they go between the two, Mansell and Martin. This is really good stuff between the two. Very well orchestrated. And Mansell, brilliantly done. Through he goes into 8th place. Brilliant stuff there for Mansell. What about Timo? Is he going to come for his stop now? Yes, he is. Well, Mike, he should be coming for a stop. Yes, he is. He's going to cover off Timo. Brilliant stuff there from the Red Bull team. But Mike's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Jensen most definitely takes the lead of the Grand Prix. No surprise there. But look at this. Charlie is in for a start now from his medium compound tyres. That brings Nelly up into third place now because of Mike stopping. So here comes Timo out of the pits now. He's now most indefinite going to the end of the Grand Prix. Lost Souls and Charlie. Lost Souls giving Charlie a bit of a shove there. Let's have a look at the penalties. Let's have a look at these penalties. 21 seconds for Lost Souls after that pit lane glitch that he received coming out to that pit lane. That's a very nasty pit lane next there. Got to stay within those white lines without a shadow of a doubt. But let's have a look at the tyres as well. Let's have a look. As you can see, Nelly on the 11 lap old tyres. Lost Souls and Charlie, they're on opposite strategy. So Charlie is going to bring his new soft tyres into full effect, chasing down that Mercedes, and both of them getting a penalty at the same time. Now Charlie, now with all the grip in the world, can he get past Lost Souls and Mercedes? He's looking, he's going to wait for the DRS. He's just practically shoving that Mercedes down that straight. And look at this, Lost Souls giving Charlie a bit of a shove there, going towards the wall. But it's all fair and no foul. And here goes Charlie now with the DRS now. He's going to take on that Mercedes. Lost Souls giving Charlie another shove. Now towards the final last corner. And they got enough space to go around the outside. He can. Not Charlie gets around the outside of Lost Souls and goes into sixth. But now here comes Lost Souls now towards the outside of turn 2. Can Charlie break late? No, he's going to stay behind the Mercedes for now. Mansell sticks ahead of the Williams for now of Martin. Mike in the Red Bull now chasing down Nelly's Williams. The battle's now starting to come alight. Look at the pace difference of the tyres between Mike and Nelly as Mike flies through past the Williams. These two fighting still, the Lost Souls and Charlie flies through around the outside of Lost Souls. It's Mercedes with an absolute brilliant move. Charlie with an absolute NASCAR type move into sixth place he goes, and he will be very delighted about that. Getting past Lost Souls. Now QBR Brad's joined the fight between Nelly and Mike. This is a battle for third place, but just remember, Mike and Brad have both got penalties. And this is the penalty so far. Mike, and that's Nelly going all over the place. Nelly to the wall twice, but with a load of oversteer, and he goes into the wall, and he'll have to get himself a new front wing. Brings up Charlie another place into fifth. With those new soft top compound tyres he's gone on that car, he should be pretty much be fine. But Lost Soul trying to get everything he's got at the moment to try and close down to Charlie's Ferrari, but he's got too much grip underneath that Ferrari car. Now let's have a look at Martin and Mansell. Martin now trying to overtake the McLaren of Mansell, flies through around the outside and gets into the 7th place position. So it's Martin moving up a place. And what's happening? Who's that? That's Lost Souls. Lost Souls got problems. Lost Souls has got massive problems in the Mercedes. He stopped on track. Now is he retiring? He should be retiring on track. Because that will not be allowed. But let's have a look at Charlie. In the Ferrari is 2.9 seconds behind the guy in 4th place, which is QVR Brad. The Charlie's got 9 seconds worth of penalties, don't forget. Gats are pretty much spaced out, sort of. Mansell's got to stop again, don't forget, because he did have to stop for another set of softs, so he has to go into another set of medium compounds to get to the end of the Grand Prix. And Mansell closing on Martin's Williams. Can he get past the Williams? I wonder. 4/10 of a second between the two. Martin, Mansell. DRS is active for Mansell to attack. And Mansell still slipping on for the Williams for another lap. Lap 15 out of 25 gone. 11 laps to go of this final round of the season, and it's all been Jensen from the start. And Lost Souls retires in the pits, so that's Mercedes out of the Grand Prix for the last time. And Jensen, he's just been chilling. And there's Timo, trying to give everything he's got at the moment. And there's Mike's Red Bull trying to chase him down. It's looking very comfortable to be a Timo and Jensen podium. Let's go back to the fight between these two of Mansell and Nelly. Well, sorry, Mansell and Martin. Mansell in 7th place, Martin in 6th place. Hard on the brakes, there's Mansell. Tucks the car in through that last corner. Now Martin and Mansell down the main straight. Martin weaves a bit, trying to break the toe, but Mansell's not going forward in any way, shape or form. So it's going to be very interesting. Oh, and Mansell hits the wall. The inside wall, that's his McLaren broken. Is that his McLaren broken? Wait for it, let's have a look at the driving. As he gets his penalty. So look how that car turns. Looks like the car's okay. But speaking of cars, look at this. FRR Charlie's caught QVR Brad with no time at all. So Charlie is catching up to Brad at the rate of knots. I got this another lovely helicopter shot. As Charlie swings around the outside, QVR Brad moves him up to 4th place. And now he's 3.2 behind Mike's Red Bull. There it is in the foreground. But QVR Brad's going to try to use that same DRS tactic like it did with Lost Souls. But it looks like Charlie's a bit too far ahead to be in any sort of pressure for that to happen. So now it's going to be Charlie to take on my 2.7, 2.6. As Nelly retires from the session. He was in the points anyway, but no matter. As Mansell stops for his new compounded tyres, he's now jumped ahead of Game Boys. And now presumably Mansell will be safe in 7th place. But it's all been this man at the front. IFR Jensen. He couldn't ask for a better season here in SFR, hasn't he? Just cruising along with 9 seconds of a gap. He's got a very big gap to this guy here of Timo, who's been having a very lonely race, to be fair. But I think Timo will accept defeat. There's Mike's Red Bull, who's 2.6 ahead of the Ferrari of Charlie. Is Charlie trying to close up to Mike? It's around 2.5 seconds now is the gap. QVR Brad's given everything he's got to stick with the Ferrari. as he gets his penalty. So we've got another penalty update. Mike's got 5 seconds. Charlie's got 9 seconds. Kvyat with Brad with 6. Martin Mance on 3. Great Boys with 6. And Mr. G with 3. That is the penalty standings at the moment. So if you're just joining in, we towards the final few stages of this Grand Prix here in GP1, the final race of the season. Look at Jensen's lead though, 9.3. This guy has had a very dominant season, and as you can, it's pretty clear to see why. But Charlie has gone into the pits. Is that for a broker for a wing, I wonder? Let's watch his pit stop. Is there for a wing out in the Ferrari camp? No, it isn't. It's another set of softs. Is Charlie predicting a safety car, I wonder? We've got a yellow flag in sector 1, and that's for Jensen. Jensen span. 2 seconds. So Timo leads. Dang. Yeah, Jensen can close with the Timo then. So Jensen and Timo very close together. Jensen is now closing in on Timo's car. Oh, beautiful driving. So Timo and Jensen close together. That's flooded me so much. I've been talking to my girlfriend and Sandra. So Jensen and Timo very close together. Jensen with the DRS. And Timo's got the friend of a world champion. Look at Jensen's driving. Did he spin on purpose, I wonder, just for a bit of a fight? Maybe. Should be alright then. So I'm not talking so much now because I got looking at my girlfriend's bus. Here goes Jensen and Timo close together. Can this be done? Timo and Jensen very close together. Well orchestrated between the two. Timo giving Jensen a hard time now. Let's run on board with Timo's Alfa Romeo. Three people watching the stream, welcome. We're watching the final two laps of the Grand Prix. Now Timo and Jensen. Look how tight these two drivers are together. As Timo's getting very close to Jensen. Here he goes down the inside. Yes, he gets him just. Yes. Enjoy yourself. Here comes Timo now towards Jensen. Can he get down the inside for the last lap? He can. Timo into the lead. It's the last lap of the Grand Prix now. Running on board with Tebo's Alfa Romeo. Can Jensen get through? It's going to be almighty end to the finish. So Timo's just getting away slightly. Timo's down by 6 tenths of a second. Ahead of Jensen's Red Bull. And here we go. Towards the second, they're in the second sector. Jensen's got one more chance. If he can stick close to Timo's Alfa Romeo, he can still win this. Purple second sector for Jensen. Oh, it's the penalty race done. It's going to be Timo for GP2 to be winning the Grand Prix. Jensen can all his might overtake Timo. He doesn't care. It's because Timo's going to win the Grand Prix outright. Round the final corner. Look at this, Timo. Gets around. Brilliant move for Timo. Getting the lead off Jensen on the line. Brilliant. Here comes Mike to complete the Red Bull podium. 2 and 3 for Red Bull. QVR Brad will finish up his season off in 4th place. FRL Charlie will be very, very happy with this result. Visitor in 5th. Martin in 6th. Finished in 5th because of the penalties. Mansell, he'll be very happy with his season. Put on for new softs to get the fastest lap. 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds then to. I'll get the drivers in a minute. Let's watch Mansell across the line. Here goes Mansell across the line. We'll have a word with Mansell, I think, after this race, I think. You can always join this part if you want. And here comes Game Boys across the line. And Mr. G. Right. We're going to watch the podium celebrations in a minute. And here comes Mr. G. Crossing the line. And that's it for GP1. The flag flies down for the last time. Brilliant stuff. And there's some of the copies of the F1 2021 game to his fans. And that's it for GP1. I wonder what's next for them. As Timo celebrates with the 2 Red Bull cars. And here's the final result. Timo wins. Ella Jensen, Mike, Brad, Martin, Charlie, Mansell, Game Boys, Mr. G, and Jarnul. Ahead of Nelly, Lossol, and Laser, who are both retired. All 3 of them retired. Now time for the fun job of inviting them in. That should be fun. Timo, are you there?
Yes, I am.
We'll wait for the Red Bull drivers to join in. We'll start with you. Here's one of the Red Bull drivers now. That's Jensen. We'll start with you, Timo. Good win today. And is this on the final day of the season for GP1? Is this a message sent to GP1 that you're good to be challenging?
I hope it is. Like, if I can win a race as a reserve, I hope I can win some races as a full-time driver as well.
I mean, I watched your race in GP2, but I did see on the standings that you've won again. I think you won the last race. I think in Japan, I believe. I don't know. But yeah, how is GP2 coming on anyway? After the last time we spoke.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I've got down the gap pretty much to 30 points, I think. And I've heard that Rob is gonna miss a few races, so hopefully I can get into the lead and win the Drivers' Championship there.
Is this gonna be a good momentum for you now? Go to TUSA now that you got this GP1 win under your belt.
I hope it does. We'll see in like a week.
Well done, Timo. Good job, Jensen. This is the last time we're going to be speaking to you here in SFR before you say our goodbyes to you. Anything you want to say as now our departing world champion?
Well, what do I have to say? To be honest, it's been the last 3 seasons, the last 1.5 years has been great time, of course. Ups and downs, but yeah, the racing's been absolutely spot on, absolutely the whole time. And despite those times where we've had the struggles for like drivers and stuff, I'm glad to I don't know, don't know what to say, but all I could say is, it's just been a pleasure to race here.
And did you spin on purpose when you to let Timo?
No.
Oh, so you what happened then at the bank corner then?
I was running the tires on thin ice, and yeah, the temperature was just my tire temps were much greater that lap. I think. Probably after sector 1 I was pushing it, but yeah, just lost the back end. I tried saving it, but it was too late. The car was already gone, and tried getting back, but 9 temps wasn't enough to break the DRS then and there. So
I love the close finish at the end between the two of you. That was pretty cool. Reminds me of Bottas and Ocon.
But yeah, I was trying to set up a final lap overtake, but I screwed it up in turn 23. But I mean, Timo did a great job today. Great racing with him, and definitely one to watch in GP1 next season.
Oh, definitely.
I'm sure he'll be there.
So what's next for Jensen then? What is going to be next for Jensen in the future?
I'll probably stick around in the Discord, but for sure next season I won't be here. But I don't know. Maybe future seasons if I wanted to come back, but for now.
Are you think I'm going to go to the big time online racing leagues possibly?
I mean, I'm in the second highest tier in PSGL, and I've managed to win in PSGL F2 as well, so I'm close. I'm only one step away, really, from
on a wheel that you love so much.
I'm one step away from the best you could get on PlayStation. So hope, in the next coming couple of months, we'll see if I'll get there or not. But yep,
that's fantastic, Jensen. So yeah, let's go to your teammate, Mike. Another podium for the Red Bull team, Mike, and you'll be taking the team's reins after Jens is gone. You're going to probably be Red Bull team leader. So how do you feel going into next season?
I won't be here either next
Oh,
season.
really not? Are you mad?
He's going as well.
Oh.
But anyway, it was a
It'll
good
be-
race, I guess.
You had a quiet one, would you say, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely nothing happened after the start. It was, I think it was Brad behind me and Lost Souls. They just kept fighting, and I mean that gap extended. The two out in front were just too quick, so that gap extended, and yeah, I was just vibing by myself.
Could just put it on Spotify during your race.
I kind of wish I did have it on, to be honest. It was quite boring.
Oh dear. Well, I wish I had any questions for you, but it looks like your strategy's paid off for third place. I mean,
Yeah, nothing really happened.
So yeah, what's your future plans then? Now you're leaving SFR. What's your plans? Have you got other leagues to attend? Have you got you got the same lines as Jensen?
Just got a lot of studying to be doing. Got big exams this year, so just trying to free up as much time as I can.
But how does it feel now you're leaving as a constructors champion with Jensen? I mean, you two are such a dominant pairing for the Red Bull team. You're definitely watching the Grand Prix for the Red Bull team as well, are you? Tuning on Max Verstappen?
Yes, definitely. Yep, Super Max for the win.
Jensen, you go for Max, are you?
I'm not on one. I'm not on any side, to be honest.
What about you, Timo?
I mean, I'm Dutch, so I don't have a choice.
Oh, okay, good point. He's a Hamilton fan, so don't worry. I'm joking. Get the old orange out. So yeah, I think that's it really. The drivers had their say. We're gonna say our goodbyes to Jensen and Mike, leaving the Red Bull team for good, and leaving SFR for good, and a new rising star in Timo as ever. I mean, keep an eye on him for GP2, and he'll probably win the championship, and he'll come into GP1 as a main hot threat. I mean, hopefully it all comes well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I do apologize for being quiet most of the time on the stream, but there's been loads of things going on in this household, so I'll try to get better on my end. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you all for next season for GP1 whenever that starts. Tune in for GP5 in USA, and we'll see you then.